Hello Blazers, it is your boy Roman, your favorite neighborhood Russian. How guys doing today? Welcome to a brand new video, and in today's video guys, we are going to be once again reacting to some beautiful Russian propaganda. Now guys, please excuse me for my weird voice in this video because I'm a little bit sick right now, but so are you guys probably, right? Because the majority of my view is actually from Europe, and as we all obviously know right now as factual information that is totally not made up, Europe right now is basically freezing and can barely exist without Russian gas, right? Europe, especially Western Europe, is a continent that is very well known for its extremely cold weather. Minus 30 degrees in Italy, minus 50 in Germany right now, you know. Everybody's freezing to death because they decided to not buy Russian gas anymore. We all know that's the real facts, and it's not something that Russian propaganda made up as a copium for Z people who are noticing the effects of sanctions on their daily lives, and they have to be told on TV or on the internet that actually the West is suffering as bad or even worse right now because they have no heating and no electricity because they're no longer getting it from Russia. And Russia is obviously the only place in the world where they have gas, heat, and electricity at this point. Oh Jesus, you guys seen that? That is what happens when you don't live in Russia. Alright guys, on a serious note though, in today's video we're going to be reacting to these viral videos that are produced by, you know, Kremlin affiliated media and then spread online in order to push a particular message. I've already reacted to a ton of these in different topics and different ideas. However, today we're going to be looking at what Russian propaganda thinks the daily lives of Europeans in the winter of 2023 are like. And I think this is going to be very fun to watch, especially for you guys. But first, I would like to tell you guys about ground news. Now, I've already talked about ground news quite a few times on this channel, and that is because I believe it is a great tool that allows you to think critically about the news you consume and also avoid being a victim of propaganda. The ground news app and website puts all the media from around the world into one location, allowing you to compare coverage and verify information. Right now, ground news is offering a free 1-week trial on their platform, and I want to tell you guys about my few favorite features. First of all, we have the ground news app, which is a great way to stay up on date on major events. The app allows you to compare different articles, see their bias and factuality, as well as ratings of the news outlets reporting on the biggest stories of the day. Reading the news this way highlights the differences in how different stories are framed, and you can start noticing how the usage of particular words or facts can shape our understanding of a particular event. But the app's greatest feature in my opinion is the interactive map, which allows you to move around the world to see news from specific countries. On this map you can get the on-the-ground reporting from local news outlets and contrast that with international coverage. The ground news website has even more in-depth features, for example a custom dashboard that gives you daily stats and exactly shows you which news you've been reading and where they come from. So, if you want to make your own news reading experience better and also keep your biases in check, then go over to the link down in the description to ground.news/NFKRZ, try ground news for free for 1 week, and maybe if you like it, subscribe and support the ground news team. Huge thanks once again to ground news for sponsoring this video, and let's get back into it. It's not even been 1 second into the video and it's already good. So this right here is what Russian propaganda thinks Great Britain, UK, looks like during winter. It definitely doesn't, okay? I've never been to the UK, but I know a lot of people from there. It definitely does not look like this. I want to look it up. What's the coldest place in the UK right now? I'm just really interested in this, to be honest, because I want to see what fake winter you have over there in Europe. Because yes, guys, I am going to be making fun of Russian propaganda in this video, but let me be exactly clear right now. Winter in Europe is not real, it's fake. It's not winter. Real winter is Russian winter, and I will never say otherwise. Yeah, it's minus 21 in Chelyabinsk right now, so... Dude, there's not even a single place in UK that's like even 0 or minus degree. Freezing to death, by the way, without Russian gas. I don't even think UK's heating is related to Russian gas, but let's keep going. Okay, so the point of this video is that this is a British girl who looks very Russian, by the way. Okay, let's just assume she's a daughter of a Russian oligarch. In the UK, of course, there's a lot of those people there. She's on Tinder, and she's trying to find a partner. So here we have Paul, 42 years old. I hate winter with all my heart, and I'm trying to find some woman to keep warm together. Harold, 54 years old. I would love to watch the flames and big tits. By the way, if you can pay my bills, I'll marry you. Berlin, Germany. What? Maybe it didn't translate right because this is produced by Russia. Maybe they mean the paying bills means like paying for gas and heating and stuff, because, you know, that's the point of Russian propaganda right now, that not only is Europe freezing, there's like no heating or whatever, but also the prices are insane because of their refusal to use Russian gas. So I guess the idea here is that this guy, if you pay his gas, if you pay his heating bill, then he'll marry you. But then everything changes once this British girl Finds a Russian map. Okay, so we have Svetoslav, 36 years old, Moscow, Russia. I just live in the capital of Russia and don't worry about anything. I mean, what can I say? What can I say? This man is clearly unaware of what's going on in the slightest. Because personally, if I lived in the capital of Russia right now, I would say there's quite a few things to be worried about if you're living in the capital of Russia. But Svetoslav is having fun and, you know, frying eggs on his stove, which is, again, something that the majority of Europeans just cannot afford right now. You just can't do it. You have no gas, no heating. Oh my god, it's so funny. Yeah, so here he is frying something, okay. Wait, what? $150 gas per month? What? They're either trying to say that his bill is $150 per month or her bill is $150 per month, which if they're saying that the British woman's bill is $150 per month makes sense, right? Because Europe is freezing after all, right? But it just looks like they're trying to say that the Russian guy is paying $150 for gas per month, which is kind of fucking insane, especially when like the average salary in Russia is less than $1,000. I don't fucking know, man. The people who make this are complete morons, so let's just keep going. I really don't know what they meant by this. Let's just keep going. Okay, she gets excited. $90 electricity per month. What does that mean? Once again, I mean, that is like a realistic estimate of how much electricity in Russia costs per month, which is actually a lot for a lot of Russians, and it's not affordable at all, actually. It's funny, by the way, because the truth is that gas, electricity, heating, basically all the utility bills in Russia, maybe they are cheaper compared to Europe, but many people can barely afford it. For example, there's like 1 billion grandmas in Russia who have nobody, who are just living on their pension, which is probably like $300 a month or probably less, and they have to pay hundreds as well per month for their fucking bills, so they're left with nothing. I don't know what point is being made here, you know? It's based on a lie, it's based on copium, but also it doesn't make sense, man. Okay. 180 water per month. What? What are these prices? Hey, I'm Mary, I want to get to know you better. Hi Mary, I'm Svetoslav, please send more photos of you. My boy went straight to the point. Okay. Yeah, she has no electricity as well, obviously, you know? Except she does. There's a light in the corner. What is this, man? I have no fucking clue. Okay, so she gets her phone. Yes. Okay, so her battery is out. She's trying to find a place. Is this really what they think, like, the life of an average UK woman looks like? I'm pretty sure I have plenty of women from the UK in this channel, so please make sure to let me know down in the comments how terrible your lives are. And yes, there are hot Russian males waiting to, that are ready to make you a mail order bride just for you to have heating and electricity. Usually, mail order brides are shipped from Russia, but now, of course, since Europe is freezing to death, it's the other way around. I know it's a skit, I know it's supposed to be funny, but like, it's just so pathetic, honestly. Yeah, no water. Bro, she ain't got shit. What is this, man? Like, I didn't even know where the video was going at this point. Like, okay, fair enough. No Russian gas, no heating, whatever. No electricity as well, apparently now, because UK gets its electricity from Russia now. I guess. Battersea was built by the Russians, by the way. She doesn't even have running water either, bro. Does the UK get its water from Russia as well? Like, what is this? What? You people in the UK ain't got shit. No water, no electricity, no gas, nothing. It's crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. Wow, you're brave. Come visit me.
I'm going to see a Russian building.
What? What did she say?
Woohoo! I'm going to see a Russian building.
Woohoo! I'm going to see a Russian building. What? What is that? What does that mean? What do you mean? What does that mean? Yes, I mean you are going to Russia. You will see Russian buildings. You will see a lot of them. What is happening? Also, I don't think S7 Airlines flies from London. I really just don't think it is these days, you know? Alright, here they are in Moscow. clearly Russian girls, by the way. Just not even like one of them. It like remotely looks wet. Like, all right, let's keep going.
О, привет.
And that is it. So, moral of the story is, if you're a female from the UK and you want to have a warm home this winter, then you have to go to Russia and you have to become a mail order bride for a Russian male and essentially join a harem of some Russian dude who's just chilling because his bills are super cheap and obviously he lives in the greatest country in the world. My fucking god, it's insane. I mean, like this is literally evidence that like Russian propaganda, the people who make it, they clearly live in an alternate universe. Like, they think this is what's happening. I mean, obviously it's hyperbole, but this is literally made for the average Russian to marvel at and be like, haha, look at all those Westerners, you know, shooting themselves in the foot by not burning our gas or anything. We have it great. I have heating in my house, unlike those pesky Westerners. So that was pretty bad, but I've got a few more videos of Russian propaganda prepared that show the life of an average European in winter 2023, so let's check it out. From the creators of the Caribbean... what? Wow, okay. From the creators of the Caribbean, the mortgage, the food, the energetic, and other crisis. Westerners, obviously, you know? We all know, obviously, that Russia is never responsible for anything. It's only the West. What? So, I mean, yes, this is one of those videos that is being spread around Russia's social networks as well, and they're using footage from the show Snowpiercer. They didn't even bother, like, filming their own shitty video for this. They just straight up ripped footage from Hollywood. I applaud you for your efforts.
Внимание, пассажиры! Главы стран Европейского Союза желают вам доброго морозного утра.
Температура за окном минус 119 градусов Цельсия.
Yeah, I mean, the weather might be that if we get into a nuclear winter phase, but once again, if we do get a nuclear winter, I really don't think that will be the fault of the West there. Just my 2 cents though, you know?
Напомним, что этим летом было принято единственно правильное решение отказаться от поставок российского газа в Европу.
Замечательно, будем все мерзнуть и бедствовать.
Мы благодарны за вас.
Europe, by the way, guys. This is Europe right now, by the way. Average day in Rome, Italy, by the way.
И мы уверяем, что главы европейских государств наравне с простыми людьми разделяют все неудобства, вызванные ограниченным количеством энергоресурсов.
I think it's quite ironic that they're, you know, calling out Europe here, basically, you know. They're trying to call out Europe for basically, you know, putting its citizens in a terrible situation where they're freezing to death, when the heads of states of Europe obviously, you know, living great lives with heating and water and everything. It's kind of ironic, once again, because I don't think there's like a country where the discrepancy between the ruling class and the average people is bigger than Russia. You can live in your fantasy world, you can make these jokes, but like this is really projecting, honestly. Like that's just what they're doing. And even just thinking that Europe has like the same weather as Russia is projecting. That's just where we're at, you know?
Мы вместе намерены сократить зависимость Европы от российского топлива.
Но это не точно. Поэтому мы рассчитываем на вашу покорность и порядок.
Watch from the 1st of December around all of Europe. Through the snow. Without gas. And you guys might think, you know, this is obviously nonsense. Who the fuck believes this? Look, I just want to read a bunch of comments under these videos that I found on VK, Russian social network. That's where I got most of these. So Alisa says, next year is the year of the Black Rabbits. Europe, bear yourselves. Then this next guy says they should reread the novel of Patrick Susskind's Perfume, the Story of a Murderer. Or they should rewatch the movie. At the beginning, there was a really great description of the lives of modern Parisians. And I quote, in the cities of that time, there was a smell that would be unbearable for us, modern people. End of quotes. Soon enough, that novel will become reality for them. Literally. Again, I love reading comments of, you know, Z motherfuckers who've never left their Zalupinsk thinking about they know how Parisians live and what the situation there is. I know you're jealous, you'll never go to Paris, and I am as well, to be honest, but can we just for once focus on how fucked up our own country and our own cities are, instead of making up ideas in our head on how bad the Parisians have it? I can assure you, my fellow alcoholic from Zalupinsk, Paris is doing just fine. But this right here was my favorite comment by far. They're talking about Britain in this video. During better years, every year tens of thousands of people die in the UK due to freezing to death in their houses. And the press there mentions it as a completely normal thing. So yeah, once again, clearly very real information, clearly something that is happening in the UK. Oh my god, it's just amazing. It's just amazing how many people can just live in a fantasy world. I'm just more and more amazed every single day. One thing I didn't even mention in this video, right, so when I was reacting, is that first of all, this whole thing is built around, like, not only the idea that Europe is gonna freeze or whatever, but also it's very much based in making fun of that. Like, the idea of this videos is Europeans are going to die because they're not gonna have enough heating or gas or whatever, and that is funny. Like, for them, that is funny. We are clearly not blood-sucking monsters, by the way, but we are very happy at the idea of people freezing to death because they have no heating in their houses. It's not only cringe, but it's also morally just appalling, to be honest. But at least, guys, we can revel in the idea that none of this has actually happened, this complete fucking nonsense that is just made as copium for Z motherfuckers that are realizing that everything is going to shit. However, they need to know that the West is always worse. But yeah, guys, what can I say? That's gonna be pretty much it for today's video, I guess. That's pretty much all I wanted to react to. All the Europeans watching this video know my thoughts and prayers goes out to you guys. I know, you know, life is very tough. You guys are probably wearing, you know, full-on puffer jackets and you got like 3 layers of clothes in your house right now. I know it's bad. I'm very sorry. That's just the way it is though. But anyways, guys, yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. If you guys did, please make sure to slap the like on it. As well, guys, if you want to support me additionally, you can go to the link down in the description. You can become a YouTube member. It's basically like a way to donate to me monthly. It's like a YouTube's own version of Patreon, and it helps me out a lot. You can also do super thanks underneath this video. And yeah, guys, this is gonna be pretty much it for today's video, though, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.